Hello and welcome to Beyond Graves and Stars, the horror and sci-fi podcast. My name's Andy. Each episode I look back on a classic or underrated horror or sci-fi movie. At the moment I'm currently going through the J-horror franchise Tomie, as well as looking at some Stephen King adaptations. Also though, I'm sidetracking and basically talking about films that my guests have chosen. This episode, Sam Williamson is back, Hopehead bass player and horror fanatic, and we were going to talk about The Frighteners for its 30th anniversary. That episode will come, but for various reasons we couldn't do it. But we got together and we looked on the streaming services for a movie to talk about, and we found this underrated, low-budget classic, Hell Comes to Frogtown, starring Roddy Piper. We watched it, we spoke about it. This is what we had to say, but first, this is the trailer.
In the future, after the big war, there will come a time to rebuild and a need for a new and special kind of soldier.
This man is carrying a loaded weapon.
Prepare to meet the next great American hero.
That's where you come in. Are you serious?
His name is
Hell. Sam Hell.
Never heard of you.
We're going to Frogtown.
And this is the adventure he's been waiting for.
We're going to get him out, and then you're going to get him pregnant.
And if anyone's got a chance in hell of rescuing the virgins from the evil clutches of Toady.
It's a miracle.
Right. Let's go.
And escaping from Frogtown.
Go!
It's Sam.
Holy shit!
Be there for the action. The adventure.
Sam!
What are you doing?
And be there for the dance of the three snakes.
Dance or die! We're all gonna die.
When hell comes to Frogtown. Starring Roddy Piper as Sam. You are one weird dude. Sandal Bergman as Nurse Spangle. Wired to blow. Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Eat your froggies!
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
That was an experience.
Yes, this is one of those films that make me realise why I love B movies. The kind of films that a lot of people call trash, I call fun.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Exactly. And firstly, Sam, you're a wrestling fan.
I am. Huge wrestling fan. Massive fan of Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper, or as we call him in this one, Randy Roddy Piper.
Yes.
Did you first watch this movie for that reason, for the Piper?
Yes. I first saw a Roddy Piper film. I thought, you know what, I'm going to check it out. And I'm really glad I did.
Yeah. Do you remember when you saw it? How long ago it was? Where?
That was years and years ago, on late at night on some, I think, like you said earlier to me before we recorded, like probably on the Horror Channel or something.
So we would have seen it around the same time. I saw it Horror Channel, Bravo, something like that, one of those old early Sky channels. And then I bought a DVD of it, which I picked up really cheap. It had no extras and stuff on it, but I wanted a physical copy of it. I've since disposed of that. I wish I hadn't, because it might be rare. But I've got the Arrow Special Edition Blu-ray.
Which I need to get myself now, I think.
Yes, and I'm not sure whether I saw this before They Live which was a year or so before. Was it 86 they did?
Yeah, something like that, I believe.
The John Carpenter movie, which was a fairly big hit. It got number one in the box office and has become more of a cult classic.
I believe it was in the Guinness Book of Records at one point for the most uninterrupted fight scene.
Yes. There was, and they spoofed it in Family Guy and things like that. But with that,
we'll get back to, because this was also spoofed in Family Guy.
Exactly, yes. And I think that was a strange casting at the time to have Roddy Piper in it, and even though that was as I say, a number one box office hit in America, it didn't stay around too long and has since become more of a cult film. And his movie career didn't really take off.
He's still the greatest actor, professional wrestler. You can keep your Rocks and your John Cenas and your Batistas.
And your Hogans.
Oh, yeah, definitely keep him.
But yeah, he'd done a few other films, and probably the most popular one after that was this, that came out in 1988, straight to video release, made for $1.5 million, which now is pennies. It wasn't a lot then either. But I think the movie, for what it is, looks good. It's fun. One review I just quickly had a look at said that one of its best qualities is it could still make fun of itself.
Yes.
Which it did. I will add, we didn't do any proper research. We just found this, watched it. We planned on reviewing another film. I didn't bring my physical copy with me, and we were at Sam's, and so we thought it was on a streaming service we had, and it's been taken off. So we'll do that episode on the Friday soon. So we wanted to do one, so we're doing this, which I think was fun. I haven't seen it properly for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in at least 10 years, maybe, not more.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon 4 or 5 for me. I've had it on in the background in the pub I work at, which is probably a mistake because of the nudity in it. But it was after 9 I put it on. But we had music on and stuff over the top then.
It just adds to the the feel of the film, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I've totally forgotten about, we'll start at the beginning. The opening sequence with the music and the look of it feels very 60s Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
And
I was thinking spy thriller kind of.
Yeah, that sort of thing is really very sort of 10, 20 years before it was actually made. It's got that feel. And the director, one of the directors, and I think he produced it, said that he wanted the movie to be a mix between Road Warriors, which, Mad Max 2 in this country, and Planet of the Apes, which I can see with the toad style of it, or frogs, obviously.
Of all the animals to pick.
Yeah. But Sam, keeping it clean-ish, do you want to give a quick premise of the movie?
Roddy Piper, how to put it? Roddy Piper spreading himself around the country, pretty much. Yeah.
He plays Sam Hell, which is one of the greatest names in cinematic history, or straight-to-video history, not cinematic. It's a post-apocalyptic future. There's been some sort of nuclear war, and most men are now sterile. And Roddy Piper isn't. Of course. And the government have got hold of him. He's been in trouble for his sexual ways.
He's been moving across the country, and they found him by tracking the line of pregnant women.
Yes. And so he's been basically given a mission by the government. Him and 2 guards have to go to Frogtown to basically get some fertile women out of Frogtown who have been taken hostage.
Yeah, the Frogtown locals can't have access to weapons, and yet somehow they manage to get hold of some and take some fertile women hostage.
Yes, and that reminds me a bit of there's a bit of that sort of plot in the new Supergirl film.
Yes, yeah.
and
borrowed from the classics.
Yeah, and what was the second from last Mad Max film? The one, Fury Road.
Yeah, Fury Road. Yeah.
So this borrowed from Mad Max, and Mad Max and Supergirl borrowed back. I'd like to think, but
just a big circle of borrowing.
Yeah. I mean, I think this film's a lot of fun. I think it looks good for its budget.
Yeah, definitely a very low budget film, but it's definitely.
I mean, I think a post-apocalyptic low budget film. Obviously, it's easy. You can find abandoned places. You can go out in the wilderness, so to speak. A low budget film that tries to be your Blade Runner doesn't work as well.
No.
Whereas with this, I think it looked really good. The cast, obviously, you've got Roddy Piper.
Perfect casting.
Yes, you've got Sandol, isn't it? Bergman.
Yes.
Do you know her from other movies?
No, I know she's a trained dancer though, isn't she?
Yeah, she was in All That Jazz, and one of the worst films ever made, but I love it, is Xanadu. If you've heard of Xanadu,
Never seen it.
It's funny, but fans of good films will know her from. She's briefly in Airplane 2, the sequel. But I know her from Conan the Barbarian.
Great film.
The movie She, which I believe is written by the same guy who wrote Alan Quarterman and King Solomon's Mines.
Right.
Film based on that book. And Red Sonja she's in as well.
I haven't seen Red Sonja in so long.
Oh, yeah. The remake of that was pretty good. And also, I've just seen, I don't remember being in it, but we both watched it quite recently. Yeah. She's in the original Ice Cream Man from 95.
Oh.
So, but been around a while. She's on the Dean Martin Comedy World. Loads of stuff. She was in Cheers, Freddy's Nightmares, 2 different episodes. But she's got very.
Love Freddy's Nightmares.
Oh yes, that's something that if we can get hold of them again, I want to do another episode on the Nightmare on Elm Streets because we've done most of the films.
Yeah, I'm looking for them still.
But yeah. So established actress, known mainly for fantasy roles and dance. She retired 23 years ago, but she was born in 1951, so she's, she deserves retirement, if you ask me, and I think she's good in this film. And it's another one where there's not, the cast don't have to do much,
Yeah.
There's lots of scantily dressed women, which is very 80s of the film, and obviously, looking back, a lot of people would see this as very misogynistic. Yeah. But the way the story goes, I would say that comes around.
Yes.
Without too many spoilers, but the 2 guards are strong female characters.
Yeah. They're not helpless damsels,
yes.
Which is always nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, and yes, there's a bit of nudity in it, but back in 1988, when they're making films, especially straight for video, the young teen audience would have been expecting that.
Yeah, I also found out recently that the Dance of the Three Snakes was originally meant to be naked, but she refused on the day of the shoot to do any nudity on there, so they had to rewrite the whole...
Oh, that was Bergman refused, wasn't it? Yeah, yes. Yeah. I remember that from the special features on the Blu-ray, because it wasn't in a contract.
Yeah.
But
there's only one person contractually obliged for nudity, I believe.
That was the avant-garde. Yeah. So I can see that this film was in America always meant to be an R, but not an NR, and over here, as far as I know, has always been a 15.
Yeah.
It's more innuendo, really. There's a bit of the rudeness in it, but it's more. But with this film, it does relate to the plot.
Yeah, it's not nudity for nudity's sake.
Yeah, and it's not, rumpy pumpy for rumpy pumpy's sake. Yeah. But all the way through it, especially the end scenes, this is how my mind worked. I was like, imagine if this film was British, made 20 years before, and instead of Roddy Piper, you have Sid James.
Yeah.
Every line would be followed by a and it would really work.
And a rubbing of the knees.
Yes, and but it's that, when like around the same year, Elvira's very that sort of humour. Yeah. I'm not saying you would make a film like this now, but I'm saying it's not as backwards as you'd think.
Yeah.
If you give it a go, give the plot a go. If you was to remake this film now, I think there would be you wouldn't need the nudity for a start.
No.
And there would probably be more female villains as well as...
Yeah, I can't see it kind of being remade
in this age.
If
it was to remake.
If it were to remake it,
but it's very, very 80s, very silly, but mostly harmless, I'd say. 100% harmless.
Completely harmless.
And it is the kind of movie that a lot of younger people now, if they were to watch it, would probably laugh at it.
Yeah,
but it was made tongue in cheek anyway.
Yeah, it was never intended to be a serious Oscar-nominated movie.
No, it's not.
Although it should be.
There's humour in They Live, but it's a different type of humour than this.
Yeah.
Very
more of a message in They Live as well, though, about capitalism and like the need to consumerism.
Exactly. Yeah, that's got a very political side to it. It's more of a satire.
Yeah.
There's a bit of that in this, but this is more just a fun throw everything at it. kind of movie. Like I say, the Planet of the Apes comparison with the frogs. With the costumes, there's a lot of rubber, a lot of that sort of. It's just before, 2 years before Ninja Turtles was made. A lot lower budget than that, even though that wasn't.
Yeah.
But some of the frogs I thought looked pretty good.
Yeah, they didn't look bad.
Yeah,
I think the budget for the effects was like 12,000, maybe.
Yeah, so it's not a lot.
Not a lot, even for today's money. That's still not a lot.
Yeah, but they've done a lot with that.
Yeah,
and the more dominant characters had the males have moved better, the prosthetics were better. That's the word I'm looking for. But for what it is, I think it looked pretty good. It's not. 1988. What films would have been massive then? You had like your Star Trek sequels and things like that. Nowhere near the budget of that.
Yeah, it was the era of sci-fi really then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was low budget. Kind of off the back still of things like Star Wars. Still, you get films like Last Starfighter only a few years before. But this was made quickly. They got a B-level star, which a lot of the budget would have gone on him.
Yeah.
And Bergman as well. She was his name, but you've not got your Kurt Russells, you've not got Jeff Bridges, that sort of thing. But it's made for that audience of mostly men, I'd say.
Yeah. Sitting
about, renting a video on a Friday night, getting a beer if they smoking what they smoke, and it's a fun, trashy B movie.
Yeah, it just doesn't need to be serious, doesn't take itself seriously. No. It's just a good fun time.
It's some good action sequences. You mentioned in They Live, there's the big long punch up. There's a longish punch up towards the end of this with Piper and a frog, Toad frog.
Toad, I believe his name was.
Toad, something like that. But yeah, I think it's another one that does what it's supposed to. For years I've wanted to watch the two sequels, Return to Frogtown and Max Hell Frog Warrior. That's the one that looks like it could be a
questionable film.
Questionable film, yeah.
It definitely is going to receive an 18 rating.
Yeah, it looks really, really low budget. But it's something we could look into, maybe do an episode on the two of them. But it's only 88 minutes long. New World Pictures, which they done loads of films in the 1980s, didn't they? But yeah, Piper's performance. He basically plays himself, doesn't he? Or his persona.
Yeah, he plays. Roderick Toombs plays Roddy Piper playing Sam Hell.
Yeah, which I think is perfect.
Yeah,
he's got the mullet. He's got the.
He's got the same clothes he was wearing in They Live.
Yes, he's got his podgy little body.
Yeah, so I'm calling that spiritual successor to They Live.
Yeah, it'd be a good double bill, I think.
Yeah, I think it would be a good double bill.
I think you should put this on first, though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a difficult one. That this is one of those films that the title of this film will make and break it for you.
Yeah.
If you think that sounds funny and a fun romp, you'll love it. If you think that sounds rubbish, you won't.
Yeah, if you think it's just going to be a silly film, you're probably not going to enjoy it as much. But
excuse me. But I thoroughly recommend it. Just sidetrack a bit now. Mentioned other wrestlers in films.
Yes.
Can you think of other like B movies and low budget ones with wrestlers that you enjoy?
I really enjoy Santa's Sleigh.
Is that the one with Goldberg?
Yes.
I have seen that, yeah.
The one where Santa in this is a demon who, I think he's the son of the devil or some sort of demon, who loses a curling match and has to be good for 1,000 years. And now the 1,000 years are up and he goes on a murderous rampage.
I have seen that. And I remember thinking it was weirdly good.
Yeah, it's just
so another low budget one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Goldberg's performance is nothing on Roddy Piper.
No, no.
Have you seen WrestleManiac 1 or 2?
Yes, I have. There's also, I can't remember what the name of the film was, but it's a one with Rey Mysterio Sr., not Jr., the one that we all currently know, his uncle, who plays a demon luchador who kills people in this makeshift temple ring, and he removes their faces like a mask each time.
That sounds Oscar worthy.
Yeah, that was really good. I cannot remember what the name of that film is for the life of me. But
I have to research and find out next time we come on. Were you attracted to any of the frogs in the film?
Always.
Always, all of them.
Always.
Yeah, there was some sexy frogs, wasn't
Yes.
there? So that's another thing that might put people off.
Yeah, there's a lot of raunchy scenes with some frogs.
Yeah, but they're just women in masks, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing where it's. Like I said, it flies by the film, but there's not that much stands out. There's some set piece, some action scenes.
Yeah.
Some weird dancing scenes. It doesn't get boring, but also it's weird that nothing really stands out. It just flows.
Yeah, it just kind of, I was never bored during it, but it just kind of, nothing really stands out majorly except noticing that the final fight scene is the same location they used in Star Trek.
It certainly looks like it, doesn't it? The scene from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey in the same bit, but I think that's deliberate because in that scene he's fighting a toad-looking monster, isn't he? William Shatner
with a karate chop.
Yeah,
William Shatner, the great musical lyricist.
He's just fantastic in everything he does.
He is. He looks fantastic for his age as well.
He does.
Considering he's like 90 odd, he's looking fantastic.
And another one I met at Comic-Con. I was a bit because I heard some mixed things about Shatner, but he was nothing but pleasant. He was great, but he's Shatner, isn't he?
Yeah.
And with Piper, I mean, how many years ago did he go now?
I believe it was 2018.
Yeah, so it's approaching a decade, and we're still talking about him, obviously.
Phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal actor, by all means, a phenomenal. Slightly, he went into more the later film roles. He more ventured into Christian kind of movies.
Yeah.
Like there's a movie, I can't remember what it's called either, but it was basically the Christian version of Saw.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about it. Was he a born again Christian, or was it just the roles he was?
Yes, he was a born again Christian.
Okay, so that makes sense.
2015, Piper passed away.
Also more than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're saying that with that in America, that's a big thing. A lot of these movies, big money makers.
Yeah.
So he probably in fields that we don't know, was still having a successful film career now.
Yeah, just a different genre that doesn't get highlighted.
Yeah,
quite as much.
They were showing some of those films at Cineworld in Ipswich for a bit.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anything there lately. But I think it depends on how well they do. But yeah, I think with thinking about it, can you tell, firstly, that I've not had a drink in a week and I don't know what I'm talking about and my brain's not working? I've never done a podcast drunk. It's just settled in my nerves. As in, anyway, I'm usually hungover. Breakthrough wrestlers into Hollywood. He must have been the first or one of the first.
He second or third, I believe. It depends if you count the music video for Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Oh, there's a lot of people.
Because you got Lou Albano was in that. Captain Lou was in that, and I think that was one of the first. And then you have Hulk Hogan, Thunderlips in Rocky.
I suppose, yeah, because I was thinking
Andre the Giant
as a starring role, because Andre the Giant
was in Princess Bride and
87 he was in Princess Bride, wasn't
and then he played Sasquatch in something as well, didn't he?
Andre the Giant?
Yeah.
I think so. But you had, because Hogan as a star, I suppose No Holds Barred was just before this.
Yeah.
And then he had Suburban Commando in 88, 89, 91. So he was certainly there around that with the early ones.
I would say Piper's probably the most consistently booked actor wrestler.
Yeah,
from that era.
Time, yeah, and They Live would have definitely been, apart from Rocky, probably the biggest hit.
Yeah.
But Rocky, it's more of an extended cameo in that, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not got a main role in that.
And then No Holds Barred wasn't a huge hit, but it was still a hit.
Yeah. Promoted the career of Tiny Lister.
Yes, yeah.
Who joined as Zeus wrestling briefly before.
Did. Yeah, Zeus. That was he pops up in a lot of films as well. He did.
Yeah, he did.
I remember he's in Armed and Dangerous, a really good John Candy film.
Yeah, he was in the Friday films as well.
Oh, of course he was. Yes, yeah, they're good film. We've gone off the sci-fi route, but it's nice to talk about wrestling movies because we're both. You're a huge wrestling fan. I'm more of a casual wrestling fan, but I grew up with it. And growing up with straight-to-video B movies, and I'd watch a lot of wrestling on video because I didn't have Sky TV. You know? And
tape trade on the way forward.
Yeah, it's a nice crossover as well of things that we look back on this 80s era as like the golden era, but both wrestling and sci-fi horror stuff is more popular now than it was then, in a way.
Yeah.
Especially in this country.
Yes.
We both watched Highlander a few months ago. You've never seen it. That starts with a wrestling scene.
Starts with a wrestling scene. I still can't get over the fact that the bad guy was Mr. Krabs.
And more recently, have you seen Disclosure Day?
No, I haven't.
That starts with a wrestling scene.
Does it?
And I thought this has got to be a homage to Highlander.
Yeah.
But I don't, probably just a coincidence. But there's lots of homages to, or several homages to Highlander in Masters of the Universe.
Yes, there was.
Which is another Rocky link with Dolph Lundgren.
Yes.
So that's another thing with this movie. If you'd have got one of the bigger action stars of the 80s, like Dolph Lundgren or even your Stallones or something, I don't think the film would have the charm.
No, it's the charisma of Roddy Piper carries it.
Yeah, and the whole, not in a horrible way, but he's a bit naffer than them. Do you know what I mean?
It gives it that authenticity.
Yeah. I mean, he's only had one hit film ever, really. So I think he would have taken this role because it was offered to him.
Yeah.
Which, whereas Bergman, I think at that point it's a few years after Conan and Red Sonja, so probably the same for her. She was probably on
the decline, and they offered her a role, and she accepted it as the name star for the movie.
Yeah, and I do like what they've done with her, the very 80s trope of a plain-looking woman until she takes her glasses off, and then, as Sid James would say, not me, I'd never be like that while recording.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't. But, yeah, there's a bit of chemistry between them. It's the back and forth and arguing, and it's the Indiana Jones with every woman in his life, isn't it?
Yeah, same with James Bond as well.
Yeah, only less misogynistic than James Bond.
It's like more charm than James Bond.
I've got more charm than James Bond.
Everyone's got more charm than James Bond.
Captain Caveman's got more charm than shaken, but I'll shut up.
Yeah, just drink as it comes.
Yeah. Are you a Bond fan?
No. They're all the same plot in every film.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a bit of fondness for the Roger Moore era because they were funny.
Yeah.
And the last one I quite liked. The last Daniel Craig one, because they brought more humour into it. And they mocked him a bit for the sexism.
Yeah. That's good. I haven't seen that.
I'm not huge on the, as I call him, Craig David era.
Yeah.
But the last one I thought was all right. Another thing where certain bits of it could cross over because there's a bit of sci-fi in some of them. But we'll stick to the proper sci-fi.
Yeah.
I'm more of an Austin Powers fan.
Yeah.
And Austin Powers 4 is on the way. Yeah.
Yes.
If you ever...
I think, can I just have a little side note? Yeah. I think with the unfortunate passing of Vern Troyer, I think they're going to go the other way with it. I don't think we're going to get a mini-me. I think we're going to get like a colossal 7-foot Dr. Evil.
There's been rumours of having The Rock as one of the clones.
That would be amazing. That would be funny.
But one thing I like to do, if I'm when I go to London, or if I've got to walk through a busy crowd of people, especially if it's in a high street, I'll get my headphones on. I play the theme from Austin Powers. I forget the musician who done it, who passed away recently. He done the Sanford and Son theme.
Yeah.
Walking anywhere, listen to that, will just cheer you up. And you look at people and point and go, and it does work. It's another thing I do if I'm watching a film I don't like. I just imagine Arnie in the role.
Yeah.
Imagine I do like it, but imagine like not liking Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Arnie's life is likeable. I can do the voice.
Yeah.
It works.
That reminds me of the Danny DeVito law of rom-coms. It's like, if you can imagine your protagonist as Danny DeVito and it doesn't come off as creepy, then you know it's a good romantic story.
Yeah. Try to figure. Yeah, they all come across as
creepy. Yeah, it's like 50 Shades of Grey with Danny DeVito.
I've never seen that, to be honest.
I've never seen that. I've read the first book.
Have you?
Yeah, I can read.
Was it the pop-up version?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
I'm still blind from that
one. Was it good?
Nah, not really. Yeah, well, I was away and I needed something to read, so it was just there. The person I was with was just finished reading it, so I had a little read of it.
To be honest, I imagine you didn't enjoy it that much because you only read the first one.
Yeah.
So, oh God. Yeah, I've not seen the films. I've just heard very bad things, even by the screaming girls who used to go and see it.
Well, it's only accepted because the guy's rich in there. If you lived in a caravan, it'd just be completely horrendous.
He presented Saturday Night Live recently. It was quite funny.
Yeah, the actor's good.
Yeah, and it's the woman from Madam Web and stuff, who everybody hates, but I think it's all right.
Yeah, she's a decent actress. Just not a very good film.
Yeah.
Just, again, script problems.
Yeah, another one we won't be reviewing on here.
Well, we might do.
Yeah. Would you say that is more offensive and misogynistic than Hell Goes to Frogtown? Hell Comes to Frogtown?
I don't know about misogynistic, but there wasn't just much to Madam Web, really.
No, I mean...
50 Shades of Grey, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, 100%, yeah.
Definitely, yeah, 100% more misogynistic than Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate Madam Web. Yeah, I didn't think it was amazing, but I liked it more because of all the hate it got. I was like, it's not that bad. Chill out.
I like the way that the famously blind character with her disability awareness in the comics and stuff, they forgot to make her blind until like the last minute, then quickly made an additional shot of her.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, I like the fact that everyone forgot Sydney Sweeney was in it.
Well, they lied to Sydney Sweeney, didn't they? They thought she was going to be part of the MCU.
Ah, did they?
Yeah, she was led to believe she was going to be part of the MCU, which is why she took on the role.
I imagine she's a difficult one to trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she never sees this.
No one will see it. We're only recording the audio.
Well,
If she does, if Sydney Sweeney regularly listens to this podcast,
you never know.
All right, Sinners.
Big fans really.
Yeah, I like that. Housemaid was giving it. That was all right.
I haven't seen that. It's on my watch list though.
Yeah, like that. That's all right. And I don't. Oh no, she's done a good. Actually, I liked the horror nun one she done. That was good.
Yes, that was good.
I forget what it was called. That was really because
Immaculate.
Immaculate. Yeah, because it came out at the same time as the first Omen. They were quite similar.
Yeah, I did enjoy that one.
I think they both sort of overshadowed each other. But that was good. And it was really gory and not horror or sci-fi, but was it Chrissy the boxer one? That was quite good.
I haven't seen that, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it bombed, but it was quite good. You're listening to the Sydney Sweeney show.
Yeah. Where we just fanboy Sydney Sweeney after just insulting her.
Sorry, her intelligence. Yeah. I'm sure she's a lovely lady, I'm sure.
Yeah. Big fan of the show.
Yes. Yeah. So she was in that Rolling Stones video she got in trouble for. But anyway.
One of the many things apparently she's got in trouble
for. But we might be reviewing a film of hers at some point, or if I can get someone on, because she's going to be in the remake of Barbarella.
Okay.
And if that happens, I think it's going to. The new comics are really good. They've turned it around from the 60s and stuff, and it's quite a modern character now. If they do that, I'd love to compare it to the 60s version, which I think is an underrated masterpiece.
I watched that in high school. It was in the high school. They put it on
in school.
In school.
Wow.
School.
Was it a male teacher channel?
Yes, it was. And now looking back at it, I'm thinking maybe they shouldn't have done that.
Why did you choose this film, Mr. James?
Yeah. The weirdest thing is I remember watching it in French class.
Well, it's based on a French comic.
Yeah, that might be. That makes sense. It might be why.
It's I like it. And also that would be the first cinematic film apart from Batman, which was based on TV series, based on a comic, I think.
Okay.
Because there were series because it was 68, I believe. So 2 years after the Batman movie.
Yeah, I was going to say there was. Then you got like the Phantom and Dick Tracy.
Yeah, but that was all serials. But there was the movie version of the 60s. Yeah. So another thing I've been wanting to do on a podcast, I nearly done it on my old one, talking about 80s, 90s and before comic book films. Yeah, kind of forgotten now. So maybe at some point could fit that into this show because there's things like The Shadow.
I was going to say The Shadow, Phantom, Dick Tracy.
Yeah, a film. Darkman's great. That wasn't a comic though. There's a comic after because Sam Raimi couldn't get the rights to at the time Batman.
Yeah.
So he made his own.
Yeah.
Which was that. But another one which reminds me of this film a lot. Is Tank Girl as well.
Yes, I watched that not so long ago.
I like that. That's another one that got a lot of stick when it came out. But I think that there was a period where comic book films, especially female-led ones, just got lots of hate.
Yeah.
Which is, they still do in a way, don't they? But not to the extent of...
Yeah, I mean, the new Supergirl's getting a lot of hate, but I really enjoyed it.
I don't know anyone who's seen it who didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's one of those, I hate to say it, I think people who haven't seen it are just giving it 1-star reviews.
Yeah, I think they're review bombing it.
And I don't think that's fair. You don't get that in the horror community.
No.
There'll be a sequel or remake come out people don't like, but they won't go straight online and give it a 1-star without watching. Whereas with superhero movies, you tend to get that.
Yeah. So that's not how I see the character. Well, this is a different interpretation of the character.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I don't want to see something like The Exorcist, which is based on a book. I wouldn't want to see it exactly the same as the book because the book's there.
Yeah.
So do something different with it.
We're getting a remake of that soon as well.
Yes, is it a remake or is it actually a remake?
I don't know.
It was a different.
It's Mike Flanagan's Exorcist. It's called. I think.
So I think it was a different. If it is, it'll be a different take. I didn't mind the last one they done, Believer, but a lot of people hated that.
Yeah, I quite like Believer. And I like the Exorcist TV series as well.
I haven't seen that. There's a lot of Exorcist stuff out there. For me, part 1 and 3 are the best.
Yeah, 1 and 3 are the best ones. Yeah.
If you heard that alarm, that goes off every time we go too off track.
Yeah, it's going off a lot.
Yeah. So, for Hell Comes to Frogtown, I'd like a rating out of 5 from you.
3.5 out of 5.
3.5 out of 5.
A solid B movie, really enjoyable, great cast.
Yeah.
Roddy Piper is just amazing.
Yeah, it does what it says on the tin, which is a phrase I use a lot. That you going in, as I said earlier, if you think it looks good, you'll like it. If you think it looks rubbish, you're wrong and you won't like it.
Everyone's entitled to their opinions, even if they're wrong.
Exactly that. I nearly said something political, then I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I'd say the same. It's a 3.5, but if you're off your face, it's a 4.
Yeah.
And well worth a watch. This is the sort of film you should watch when you're doing a B-movie night, when you're watching a group of films.
Yeah, it's best watched with others.
Yeah, I mean, if you're having your Sydney Sweeney night and want a break, put this one on in the middle. That's my recommendation for it. And
Sydney Sweeney would be great in Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Well, as the one of the frogs.
Yeah, as one of the frogs of Sam Hell in anything.
Yeah. And the Family Guy bit, you was going to mention that.
Yeah, there's a spin-off called Hell Comes to Quahog, which is a spoof episode of Family Guy for this one.
And that's one thing. I do like Family Guy.
I really like it.
And I like that it goes off on one and it will spoof obscure things that most people wouldn't dare spoof because it's so obscure.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it. And I will mention, if you haven't seen it, the 2 series of Ted is worth a watch as well.
I haven't watched that yet. But
same sort of thing. It's very Family Guy. I know it's the same.
Same director,
right, yeah. But because it's 30-minute episodes, it really reminds me of Family Guy more than the film.
Yeah. I did enjoy the films.
I'm very childish.
I can't listen to I Think We're Alone Now without doing the dance, which gets quite awkward at times.
One thing I will mention, if you're a fan of the Disney show Gummy Bears,
yes,
Ted references it in the series and it's hilarious. So, anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you, Sam. You're going to plug your band?
So, we are Hope Ahead. We are a 4-piece originals pop-punk rock band from Ipswich and East Anglia in general. We've got our next gig on the 8th of August. That's that one, isn't it?
If this episode goes out before then, come along.
Come along. We are at the Steamboat Tavern for Rock Against Leukemia, a charity event. All proceeds go to Children with Cancer charities.
Yes. My name is Andy Martin. I run a pub in Ipswich and do several podcasts. Follow Beyond Graves and Stars on all the socials. Like, share, give us a high rating. It helps. If you want to come on the show, you want to talk about a horror or sci-fi movie, give me a shout. Why not?
Sydney Sweeney, we're talking to you.
Well, I've reckon she's stopped listening now. What could she come on and talk about? That'd be great, wouldn't it?
That would
She'll come on and talk about the second Blade Runner.
She might do.
She could.
She might do.
Surprised she's not in that one.
It should be.
Or when I do my special episode where I review all 7 Police Academy films in one, come on that one.
Yeah.
So follow us on all the socials. I also do the King Street Cinema podcast, which, if you are Ipswich based, is the only independent cinema in Ipswich, and we do a monthly rundown on what's showing there, and a few other projects coming out that I'll let you know about soon. Thank you for listening, and look to the stars. I need a sort of send out, and that's rubbish. What should I end it on every week, every month?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have a think.
I'll have a think of that one.
Have a think. Never stop believing. Never stop recording, actually. Thanks a lot. Bye.